Welcome to Rebuild a Toy.
What have we got here? I haven't done one of these videos for quite a while, so I thought it might be fun to show you some vehicles that I picked up recently on a shopping trip. I wanted to get some die-cast cars, and amazingly enough, the store I went to actually had something on the shelves for once. So I thought I'd show you what I picked up. Here we have a metals die-cast Jada Just Trucks. This is the 1957 Chevy Suburban. If you've never seen my unboxing videos before, I'll just let you in on a little secret. I don't actually do any unboxing. It's not because I collect on the card, it's because I let my kids do the unboxing. So I'll show you the vehicles on the card, but my kids get to open them. That's just the rules. So the 57 Chevy Suburban, I picked out this vehicle. For one, I really enjoy this series from Jada. But the 57 Chevy Suburban, I mean, it's classic. It's a panel vehicle, no windows on the sides, and it has a almost flat finish paint. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, but I am a sucker for flat paint jobs. You see the front has a grill guard on it. You can see that. Just a great truck, so I picked that one up. Glad that they had it. I'm going to save the best one for last. Oh, and these two characters here. If you know who they are, let me know in the comments down below. Especially this guy. Looks familiar. My sister-in-law makes those. Those are commission pieces. I wanted those characters specifically. Alright, I also picked up this vehicle. This is Badlander. This is a Matchbox original vehicle. And I picked this up because it reminds me so much of a Toyota mid-size / full-size vehicle. It's not quite a Tacoma, and it's not quite a Tundra, but it sure looks a lot like them. But anyway, it's a Matchbox original, so it isn't any one of those vehicles. I really like that. Gold is not usually my color, but this is just such a great casting, I decided to pick it up. Been looking for that one for a while. And I got the 32 Ford. Very nice. Early Times on the side is the Tampa. I usually don't get open wheel vehicles, but I couldn't pass this one up between the colors and the fact that these just aren't showing up much anymore. Those older vehicles are losing their popularity, so I bought it to encourage Hot Wheels or Mattel to continue to make them. This is a fantasy vehicle, and I picked this one up because my kids love vehicles with moving parts. This one has an opening door. I'll show you on the back. It demonstrates. Just one door opens. But you know what? That's a lot anymore for a basic vehicle, a $1 car. So it's okay that the card's a little banged up because my kids will be opening it up anyway. What else do we have? Okay, let's do the Ford Econoline Pickup. That's Caballero on the side. '50th anniversary shop trucks. Metal on metal. Has the real riders with the red wall tires. This is just a great looking truck, and I usually am not a big fan of advertisings on vehicles, but I love the pinstriping on the door. Look at that. The detail on the front. Again, pinstriping. Just classic era vehicle. I don't know if you can see that very well on my camera. There's a skateboard in the bed. And the paint is kind of a flat paint, which, again, I'm a sucker for flat paint. So, great vehicle. That's why I snagged that one. And another basic vehicle here. This is the McLaren 720S. I don't happen to have that vehicle. That is a cool looking car, and it'll just be fun for the kids to race, so that's why I picked it up. And another basic Hot Wheels here. This is the Nissan FairLady 2. This is just a great car, and I hadn't come across it yet, so I thought I'd grab it when I saw it. This was in a dump bin. Love that the bottom, even though it's probably plastic, pretty sure that's plastic, it's the same color as the body, which is pretty cool. And finally got my hands on the Volkswagen Beetle, the pawn. This is from the Checkmate series from Hot Wheels. And I have been looking and looking for this, and I finally spotted one in a dump bin, so I grabbed it. I was hoping to get a couple, but nope, just the one. Love that the headlights are painted on that. Or, let me see. That might be the metal base that's showing through there. Probably not painted. Great car, though. Not a huge fan of the Tampa, but you know what? I'll deal with the Tampa to get that car, because that's awesome. And we have, I was also going to show, I showed the Econoline earlier. I've also had this Matchbox for a while, which is a similar vehicle, similar time period. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus here. Well, it's just not going to focus very well. Oh, it's upside down. That's not going to help you any. There we go. This is a 66 A100 pickup. Kind of that era where the American manufacturers were trying to compete with the popularity of the Volkswagen microbus, which also was available as a truck. But these were just great vehicles, so I've had this one for a while, but it reminded me, the Ford Econoline reminded me of that one, so I grabbed it to show. Alright, we had a couple of mystery models. This one is from Series 3, and I cheated and looked at the code. So this is vehicle number 8. You can see that, vehicle number 8, 08 there. And vehicle number 8 is the 41 Willys. So that's what I expect to be in there. We'll find out when my kids open it if I got it right, but I think that that's how you cheat and find out what's in the... Not much of a mystery if you can figure out what's in it. And then there was another model. Take a look at that code. Code 12, which should be Midnight Auto. So I kind of like that. I think that was a, I believe that is a fantasy vehicle, but it's kind of loosely based on 30s hot rod. And I have been keeping my eye out for this one as well. This is the custom 62 Chevy Pickup. This is a Zamac. It's from the Shop Truck series, but there is no paint on the exterior. That's the metal. Really like the Zamac cars. I think this is the first one that I've got my hands on. And of course, there's a surfboard in the bed. How cool is that? A little bit of detail on the tailgate. Awesome car. That should be a lot of fun for the kids to play with. And finally, I saved the best for last. I saw this. I didn't even realize that Hot Wheels had this casting. This is a 56 Chevy. Now, the reason I like this, it seems like the 55 and the 57 get all the love. The 55 had those clean lines, and then the 57 had those huge tail fins. And that seems to be... And the bullets, the 57 had the bullets on the hood, the big chrome bullets. But the 56 seems to just have been forgotten. Well, when I was growing up, a friend of the family had a 56 Chevy sedan. And I just loved that car. It was nothing special. It had a straight 6 in it, 3 on the tree. It wasn't a special vehicle in any way. And yet, I loved that vehicle. And I especially loved how you put fuel in the tank. So the 55, the 56, and the 57 all had a little secret as to where you put the fuel. Do you know where it was on the 56? If you know, go ahead and put something in the comments down below. Anyway, that was my vehicle haul for this week. Maybe for this month, because I spent a lot on vehicles. I realize that you have a lot of options when it comes to streaming entertainment. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me this evening.